In the vast darkness of space, there is a world that has fascinated humanity for centuries, a world close enough to see, yet impossibly distant to reach, a place that seems silent, empty, and lifeless. That world is Mars, the red planet. For as long as we have watched the night sky, Mars has called to us. Ancient civilizations believed it was a god of war. To astronomers, it became a mystery wrapped in dust and shadow. And to modern science, it is the one world that might hold the key to the greatest question of all. Are we truly alone? This is the story of that world, a place of deserts and storms, of beauty and desolation, a place we've come to know through the eyes of our machines, silent travelers that landed there on our behalf. This is the story of being alone on Mars. But the first humans to dream of Mars were not scientists, but storytellers. Through telescopes, they saw shapes that looked like rivers, canyons, and canals. In the 1800s, some even believed intelligent life existed there, an ancient civilization dying as their planet turned to dust. But in 1965, a small probe named Mariner 4 flew past Mars and shattered those dreams. Its black and white photographs revealed a dead world, dry, cratered, and frozen. No cities, no canals, no signs of life. Yet even then, something about Mars refused to let us go. It looked too much like home. Mountains, valleys, polar caps, all so familiar yet so alien. We had to know more, and so began our obsession, to go there, to see it, and perhaps one day to touch it, to touch. Yuji Itachao, the 1970s, brought humanity's first real presence on the red planet. NASA's Viking missions became the first to land safely and send back images from the surface. The photos stunned the world. A dusty orange sky, rocks scattered across endless plains, and a horizon that curved under a faint pink light. Mars was real. The Viking landers also carried life detection experiments, tiny laboratories searching for traces of biology. The results were puzzling. Some tests hinted at chemical activity, others did not. The debate continues to this day, but for the first time in human history, we were standing through machines on another planet. We were no longer alone in the universe. Mars is a desert like no other. It's cold, incredibly cold. Temperatures can drop to -80 degrees Celsius at night. Its atmosphere is thin, made mostly of carbon dioxide. If you stood there without a suit, your blood would boil before you could take a breath. And yet, the planet is alive in its own way. Winds race across the plains, whipping dust into storms that can grow larger than Earth itself. Some of them last for months, turning day into night. If you were there, you'd hear a faint hiss, the sound of dust striking rock, a whisper of wind through endless silence. That sound was captured for the first time by the Perseverance rover's microphone, a haunting melody from a world without life. To understand Mars, we needed explorers that could survive there. Machines built not just to take pictures, but to move, to drill, to think. In 1997, Sojourner became the first rover to drive on Martian soil. It was small, but its success changed everything. Then came Spirit and Opportunity. They landed in 2004, and what they found transformed our understanding of Mars forever. The rocks they examined told a story of a planet that once had water, flowing rivers, lakes, maybe even oceans. They weren't just rovers anymore. They were geologists on wheels. Spirit got stuck in sand in 2009, but before it fell silent, it sent one last message. My battery is low, and it's getting dark. Opportunity lasted until 2018, after a massive dust storm blocked the sunlight it needed to stay alive. When contact was lost, NASA tried again and again to reach it, but Mars had claimed another traveler. They weren't just machines, they were pioneers. In 2012, Curiosity landed in Gale Crater. It was bigger, stronger, and smarter than any rover before it. With a laser that could vaporize rock and instruments that could sniff the air, it searched for signs of habitability. Curiosity discovered organic molecules, the building blocks of life, preserved in Martian soil. It also detected methane, a gas that, on Earth, often comes from living organisms. Was it a hint of life or just chemistry? The mystery deepened. Then came Perseverance. Landing in 2021, it carried microphones, HD cameras, and a small helicopter. Ingenuity. For the first time in history, a human-made aircraft flew on another planet. Tiny, fragile, but free in the thin air of Mars. Perseverance explores the Jezero crater, once home to an ancient lake. It's collecting samples that might one day return to Earth, rocks that could answer a billion-year-old question. Beneath the dust, Mars keeps secrets. Volcanoes the size of continents, canyons deeper than anything on Earth, and traces of ancient rivers frozen in stone. The largest volcano, Olympus Mons, rises 3 times higher than Mount Everest. It's so wide that the curve of the planet hides its base from view, and the greatest canyon, Valles Marineris, stretches across nearly a quarter of the planet's circumference. Once, water carved these features. Now, wind and time have taken over. Every rock, every grain of sand tells a story millions of years old. Through the eyes of our rovers, we can almost imagine it, the rush of ancient rivers, the glimmer of sunlight over Martian seas. But those days are gone. Mars is a fossil, a world preserved in silence. Could there still be life on Mars? Not the kind we imagine. No forests, no animals, no civilizations. But perhaps deep underground, microscopic life still clings to existence. Scientists have found evidence of subsurface ice and strange chemical reactions near the poles. Methane appears and disappears mysteriously from the atmosphere. Could it be a sign of something alive beneath the surface? No one knows yet, but the possibility keeps us searching. Every sample Perseverance collects, every picture Curiosity sends, brings us closer to an answer. Maybe one day, in a small rock from a dry riverbed, we'll find proof that life was never unique to Earth. And then, for the first time, we won't be alone. Breeze, Bukakan, from science fiction to science fact, the dream of walking on Mars has always been alive. NASA's Artemis program aims to pave the way, first returning humans to the moon, then sending them to Mars. SpaceX imagines colonies, domes, greenhouses, and families living beneath the orange sky. But Mars will not be kind. Its air is poison, its temperature deadly. Radiation bombards the surface day and night. Even the dust is toxic. To survive, we'll need technology, courage, and patience, perhaps generations of work. But if humanity succeeds, Mars could become the second home of our species, the first step to becoming a multi-planet civilization. Imagine standing there. No sound but the wind, the sky a faint pink, the horizon stretching endlessly in every direction. You look down. Your footprints mark the soil of another world. You look up, and there it is, a pale blue dot shining faintly in the sky. Earth, home. For now, Mars is empty. Only our machines whisper across the dust. But through them, we have already crossed the gap between worlds. And though Mars feels lonely, it's not forgotten. Every photo, every transmission is its voice, calling out across the void, waiting for us to return. And in its silence, Mars tells us something profound. It shows us what happens when a planet loses its warmth, its air, its life. It's a mirror of what could happen to us if we forget how fragile our own world is. But it's also a promise. A reminder that exploration is in our nature, that even in the emptiest places we find meaning. Mars is alone now, a lonely world adrift in the night. But maybe not forever. Someday human footprints will press into that red soil. Voices will echo where now there is silence. And when that happens, Mars will no longer be alone. The TT sector still. Mars has always been a mirror of ourselves, mysterious, beautiful, and fragile. For centuries, we've looked up and wondered if someone might be looking back. Now we know it's up to us. We are the ones meant to reach it, to explore it, to listen to its silence and make it speak again. This is Mars, a planet of dust, stone, and dreams, the most mysterious planet in our solar system. And though it seems empty, it is waiting for us, waiting for company.